Baba Vanga said that she could see in her mind's eye. And when she would look at a person, she said that she could see their whole life in its totality, complete, from birth through their life until death, as if she were watching a movie.
In the small town of Struma, nestled in the rolling hills of what was then the Ottoman Empire, a child named Vangelia Pandava Dimitrova was born on January 31st, 1911. Her life began in the most unassuming of ways, among the modest surroundings of a poor farming family. The Dimitrovas, like many in their village, lived a life of toil and simplicity, struggling to make ends meet. But Vangelia, who would later be known to the world as Baba Vanga, was destined for a path far removed from the ordinary, a path that would eventually lead her to be dubbed the Nostradamus of the Balkans. In this video, we will discuss Baba Vanga's terrifying predictions. Let's get started. The seeds of her mystic journey were planted early. The village where she grew up was steeped in local traditions and folklore, with tales of the supernatural passed down through generations. These stories, combined with the hardships of rural life, cultivated a sense of deep spiritual awareness in the young Vangelia. But it wasn't until a tragic accident in her childhood that her life would take a dramatic turn, a turn that would leave an indelible mark on history. At the tender age of 12, Vangelia was caught in a freak storm, a violent tornado that swept through her village with a fury that seemed almost otherworldly. As the winds howled and the sky darkened, she was lifted off the ground and hurled into a field, her body battered by the elements. When she was finally found, buried beneath dirt and debris, she was alive, but gravely injured. The doctors did all they could, but despite their best efforts, her eyesight could not be saved. Gradually, Vangelia slipped into complete darkness, her world forever altered. Yet, it was in this darkness that something extraordinary began to take shape. Deprived of sight, her other senses grew sharper, and soon, she started to experience visions, perceptions of events and people that seemed to go beyond the physical world. These visions were at first small and local, the whereabouts of a lost animal or a neighbor's impending illness. But as her reputation grew, so did the scope of her prophecies, and people began to seek her out, drawn by the uncanny accuracy of her predictions. As the years passed, Baba Vanga became more than just a village seer. She became a figure of renown. Her modest home in the town of Petrish, where she had moved in her adulthood, became a place of pilgrimage. Visitors came from near and far, some seeking answers, others looking for healing. Despite her blindness, she had an extraordinary ability to see into the lives of those who came to her. By simply touching their hands, she could reveal intimate details about their past, present, and future, often with astonishing precision. Her advice was sought not just for personal matters, but also for events of global significance. Her fame soon transcended national borders, attracting the attention of politicians, dignitaries, and even celebrities. Baba Vanga's predictions were often delivered in a trance-like state, where her visions would come to her in fragmented, symbolic images. These she would interpret for her visitors, speaking in a poetic and cryptic language that only added to her mystique. Over time, her words were carefully recorded and analyzed, both celebrated and scrutinized by those who believed in her gift and those who did not. Some of her most famous predictions include events of great historical importance, such as the Chernobyl disaster, the fall of the Soviet Union, and the tragic attacks on the World Trade Center in 2001. Her ability to foresee these monumental events cemented her status as one of the most intriguing and mysterious figures of the 20th century. But of all the prophecies attributed to Baba Vanga, few have captured the imagination or the fear of the world as much as her predictions for the year 2024. Though she passed away in 1996 at the age of 84, her visions for the future continue to resonate, particularly as we now stand on the brink of what she foresaw. What is it about her predictions for this year that has left so many people unnerved? What secrets did she glimpse that have yet to fully unfold? As the calendar turns to 2024, attention has once again turned to Baba Vanga's words, with many speculating that this could be the year when some of her most chilling visions come to pass. Among her prophecies, the so-called Great Shaking stands out as particularly ominous. This term, as interpreted by those who study her work, could refer to a catastrophic earthquake, but it might also symbolize a seismic shift in global politics, a destabilization of the world order that could have far-reaching consequences. While the exact nature of this event remains unclear, the very ambiguity of the prophecy only heightens the sense of dread that surrounds it. Additionally, Baba Vanga's predictions for 2024 include warnings of severe environmental catastrophes, events that could push the planet to its limits. Given the current state of the world, with climate change accelerating, natural disasters becoming more frequent, and geopolitical tensions rising, these predictions have struck a chord with those who fear what the future might hold. Could it be that Baba Vanga foresaw a year of unprecedented challenges, a year when the very fabric of society would be tested? As we explore these questions, it's worth reflecting on the broader accuracy of Baba Vanga's predictions. Throughout her life, she made hundreds of forecasts, many of which have been meticulously documented and analyzed. While some of her prophecies remain open to interpretation, others have proven to be eerily accurate, lending credibility to the idea that she possessed a unique and mysterious gift. However, like all seers, her predictions were often shrouded in symbolism and metaphor, making it difficult to discern their true meaning until after the events had occurred. This has led to a complex legacy, where believers point to her successes, while skeptics highlight the vagueness of her visions. One of the most remarkable aspects of Baba Vanga's life was the way her prophecies seemed to tap into the collective anxieties of her time. Whether it was the fear of nuclear disaster during the Cold War, the anticipation of technological advances, or the growing awareness of environmental degradation, her visions often reflected the hopes and fears of the era in which she lived. This ability to capture the zeitgeist is perhaps one reason why her legacy endures, even decades after her death. In a world where uncertainty looms large, the idea that someone might hold the key to understanding what lies ahead is both comforting and terrifying. As we contemplate Baba Vanga's predictions for 2024, we are reminded of the fine line between prophecy and interpretation. Her words, though spoken long ago, continue to echo in the present, challenging us to consider the path we are on and what might be done to change it. While we may never fully understand the source of her visions or the accuracy of her predictions, the impact of her work is undeniable. For those who believe, Baba Vanga offers a glimpse into the unknown, a warning of what might come to pass if we do not heed the signs. The story of Baba Vanga is not just about a woman with a remarkable gift. It's about the power of belief, the enduring mystery of the future, and the ways in which we grapple with the unknown. Her predictions for 2024, whether they manifest in the ways she foresaw or not, serve as a reminder that the future is always in motion, shaped by forces both seen and unseen. As we journey through the year, perhaps the greatest lesson we can take from Baba Vanga is the importance of remaining vigilant and aware that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. In the end, the legacy of Baba Vanga is one that transcends time and place. She remains a figure of intrigue, a symbol of the mysteries that surround us, and a testament to the human desire to understand the future. Whether her predictions for 2024 come to pass as she envisioned them or not, they continue to captivate the imagination, a chilling reminder that in the vast expanse of time, there are still many secrets left to be revealed. Continuing from the mysterious and captivating prophecies of Baba Vanga, her prediction concerning the Russian submarine Kursk stands as one of her most chillingly accurate visions. This incident serves as a stark reminder of her enigmatic abilities, leaving the world both fascinated and unnerved by her foresight. In 1980, Baba Vanga made a haunting prediction that would echo through time with unsettling accuracy. She spoke of a great tragedy that would befall the city of Kursk, a catastrophe so immense that it would send shockwaves of grief across the globe. Her words, veiled in the usual mysticism, referred to Kursk drowning, a notion that puzzled many at the time. It was a cryptic vision that seemed almost impossible to decipher. What could possibly lead an entire city to drown? And yet, 20 years later, her prophecy unfolded in a manner far more devastating than anyone could have anticipated. In August 2000, the world was struck by the news of a nuclear submarine, the Kursk, that had tragically sunk into the depths of the Barents Sea. On board were 118 crew members, all of whom were lost as the submarine was claimed by the unforgiving waters. The catastrophe was not just a maritime disaster. It was a profound tragedy that resonated far beyond the borders of Russia. The Kursk's sinking brought Baba Vanga's eerie prophecy to life in a way that left the world grappling with the implications of her predictions. It was as if the very fate she had envisioned had come to pass, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and questions about the true nature of her gift. This wasn't the only time Baba Vanga's visions seemed to cross the boundaries of time and space with uncanny precision. Her predictions extended to one of the most defining moments in modern history: the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center. In 1989, a decade before the tragic events unfolded, Baba Vanga made a chillingly prophetic statement. She spoke of horror, predicting a grim future for what she described as the American Brethren. Her vision included an assault by steel birds and a scene where the wolves will be howling in a bush and innocent blood will be gushing. The imagery was vivid and haunting, leaving those who heard it disturbed by the bleak picture it painted. But it wasn't until September 11, 2001, that the world understood the full weight of her words. The image of the steel birds was tragically realized in the form of the hijacked planes that struck the Twin Towers, causing devastation that would forever alter the course of history. The reference to wolves howling in a bush has been interpreted by some as an allusion to the political landscape at the time, with George Washington Bush, then President of the United States, taking center stage in the aftermath. The world watched in horror as the towers crumbled and the shadow of terror spread across nations. In the years that followed, the U.S. would engage in a protracted war on terror, driven by the need to address the horror that Baba Vanga had foreseen. Her prophecy, though cryptic, became a dark reality, underscoring the unsettling accuracy of her visions. These chilling predictions have cemented Baba Vanga's place in history as a figure of intrigue and mystery. Yet her prophecies are often the subject of debate. Skeptics question the accuracy of her predictions, arguing that many of them are vague or have been retrofitted to match events after they occur. The blurred lines between what Baba Vanga actually foresaw and what has been attributed to her over time only add to the aura of mystique that surrounds her. Nonetheless, her predictions have continued to captivate the world, particularly those that seem to align with significant global events. One of the more recent topics that have drawn attention is Baba Vanga's prediction about the rise of cyber threats. As early as the 1990s, she foresaw a future where cyber attacks would become a significant threat to global security. This prediction was made at a time when the internet was still in its infancy, and the concept of cyber warfare was largely confined to the realm of science fiction. Yet, as the digital age progressed, her prophecy has taken on a terrifying relevance. In recent years, the world has witnessed a dramatic increase in cyber attacks, targeting everything from critical infrastructure to personal data. In 2024, the prescient warnings of Baba Vanga seem more relevant than ever. Just as she predicted, cyber threats have become a growing concern. For instance, a recent breach involving American Telephone and Telegraph saw sensitive data, including social security numbers and passcodes, exposed on the dark web. The implications of such a breach are vast, highlighting the vulnerabilities inherent in our interconnected world. Other major tech giants, like Apple and Meta, have also fallen victim to significant cyber attacks, underscoring the ongoing battle between technological advancement and the need for security and privacy. Baba Vanga's foresight into this digital landscape serves as a stark reminder that the future she envisioned is now our reality. The uncanny accuracy of her predictions extends even to her own life. In 1990, Baba Vanga predicted the exact date of her death, marking August 11, 1996, as the day she would pass away. This prophecy, like so many others, came true. adding yet another layer to the enigma that was Baba Vanga. However, as with all things related to her, the details are shrouded in mystery. Some question the authenticity of the prediction, wondering if it was a case of coincidence or something more profound. Whether her prophecy about her death was real or a product of folklore, it remains a part of the legend that surrounds her. In the realm of politics, Baba Vanga's predictions have been equally striking. She famously foretold that the 44th President of the United States would be black, a prophecy validated by the election of Barack Obama. However, she also claimed that this president would be the last, a statement that continues to fuel speculation and debate. The election of Donald Trump added another layer to this discussion, with some interpretations of her prophecies suggesting that his presidency would lead to further divisions within the country. While these predictions remain open to interpretation, they continue to provoke thought and dialogue, keeping Baba Vanga's legacy alive in the collective consciousness. Baba Vanga's prophecies have captivated the world for decades, not just for their bold claims, but for the thematic elements they encompass. From natural disasters to political upheavals, her visions have touched on every aspect of human existence. Her predictions have stirred both fascination and fear, leaving many to wonder about the true nature of her gift. Was she truly able to see into the future, or were her prophecies a reflection of the anxieties and concerns of the times in which she lived? As we continue to navigate the complexities of our modern world, Baba Vanga's visions serve as a reminder of the delicate balance between fate and free will. Her legacy as a mystic and seer remains intact, as her predictions continue to resonate with those who seek to understand the mysteries of the future. Whether viewed as a prophet or a figure of folklore, Baba Vanga's impact on the world endures. Her prophecies, with all their ambiguity and intrigue, remain a topic of endless discussion, ensuring that the enigma of Baba Vanga will persist for generations to come. As we delve into the eerie world of Baba Vanga's prophecies, we encounter a chilling vision that became a grim reality decades after it was first foretold. In 1969, the enigmatic Bulgarian mystic whispered a haunting prediction: "The dress will destroy her." She envisioned an orange-yellow dress engulfed in smoke and fire, a cryptic message that left many puzzled for years. Little did anyone know that this vague yet ominous prophecy would align uncannily with the tragic fate of one of India's most powerful leaders. Indira Gandhi, the formidable Prime Minister of India, navigated her country through a turbulent period in the early 1980s. Her tenure was marked by bold, often controversial decisions that cemented her legacy in Indian history. Among these was her directive to launch a military operation against the Golden Temple in Amritsar, a sacred site for Sikhs. This decision, while aimed at quelling unrest, ignited a firestorm of outrage, particularly within the Sikh community. The consequences of this decision would prove to be catastrophic. On October 31, 1984, the prophecy of the orange-yellow dress came to a horrific fruition. That day, Indira Gandhi, dressed in a saffron-colored sari, was assassinated by two of her Sikh bodyguards. The sari she wore, drenched in her blood and symbolizing the prophecy's colors, became a haunting emblem of Baba Vanga's foresight. The image of the Prime Minister, enveloped in the metaphorical smoke and fire of her violent end, resonated eerily with the mystic's vision from decades earlier. This chilling prediction, and its fulfillment, underscores the unsettling accuracy of Baba Vanga's prophecies. Yet her visions are not confined to individual tragedies. They encompass a wide array of apocalyptic and catastrophic events that, if true, pose dire consequences for humanity. These include natural disasters, man-made calamities, and even geopolitical upheavals, each prophecy carrying a sense of foreboding that leaves the world on edge. One of the most striking aspects of Baba Vanga's predictions involves natural disasters. She foresaw cataclysmic events, tsunamis, earthquakes, and hurricanes of unprecedented scale that would wreak havoc across the globe. Her prophecies described these disasters in vivid detail, often warning of their catastrophic impact on human life and the environment. For instance, She predicted a massive earthquake in the United States, one so powerful that it would alter the course of the Mississippi River. Although a recent earthquake near New York City did not fulfill this prediction, the specter of such an event looms large as 2024 unfolds. In addition to natural disasters, Baba Vanga's prophecies also touch on man-made catastrophes. She hinted at nuclear incidents and environmental calamities that could lead to widespread suffering, challenging humanity's resilience and preparedness. One of her most ominous predictions involves a nuclear disaster with far-reaching consequences, potentially destabilizing global politics and shifting the balance of power. This prophecy, while not yet realized, has fueled intense speculation and debate, with many wondering if and when such a calamity might occur. Critics often argue that Baba Vanga's prophecies are open to interpretation, suggesting that they may carry symbolic or metaphorical weight rather than literal meaning. This perspective invites a broader, more nuanced understanding of her visions, encouraging us to consider alternative interpretations that might reveal deeper insights into her messages. By approaching her prophecies with an open mind, we can better navigate the complexities of her predictions and prepare for the potential implications they may hold. Baba Vanga's insights extend beyond natural and man-made disasters to the realm of political and global affairs. She predicted the rise and fall of nations, the emergence of new superpowers, and significant shifts in global diplomacy. Her foresight into political changes reflects a profound understanding of history's cyclical nature, emphasizing that no empire is permanent and that the global order is in constant flux. One of her most startling political predictions for 2024 involves the assassination of Russian President Vladimir Putin by a compatriot. In the context of the ongoing turmoil in Ukraine, such an event could have catastrophic consequences, plunging the world into deeper instability. Baba Vanga also foresaw an increase in terrorist activities across Europe and ominously hinted at a major country initiating biological weapons attacks within the year. These grim predictions come at a time when the world is already grappling with escalating conflicts and rising tensions, making her warnings all the more unsettling. As we reflect on these prophecies, it's important to consider the broader implications they hold for global relations. Baba Vanga's visions suggest that the world is at a pivotal crossroads, with historical territorial disputes re-emerging and new alliances forming. For example, the international community is increasingly questioning China's control over territories like East Turkestan, Tibet, Southern Mongolia, and Hong Kong. This shifting geopolitical landscape closely mirrors the unsettling visions prophesied by Baba Vanga, painting a picture of a world teetering on the edge of dramatic change. In addition to her political and catastrophic predictions, Baba Vanga also had insights into health and medical advancements. She foresaw breakthroughs in medicine that would extend human lifespan and treat previously incurable diseases, such as Alzheimer's and cancer. While these predictions might sound like science fiction, recent developments in global medical research lend a tangible layer of anticipation to her claims. For instance, Russian scientists, as announced by President Vladimir Putin, are reportedly on the brink of developing a cancer vaccine. If successful, this could mark a significant milestone in the battle against one of the world's deadliest diseases. However, Baba Vanga also warned of new diseases and pandemics that could arise unexpectedly, challenging the medical world and prompting a global response. Her prophecies in this domain underscore the importance of preparedness and innovation in healthcare, suggesting that medical advancements will be crucial in shaping the future of humanity. As we move further into 2024, Baba Vanga's most terrifying prophecy for the year seems to be unfolding. She predicted a series of severe weather events and natural disasters that would escalate in frequency and intensity. Recent studies reveal a staggering increase in global heat waves, with temperatures reaching record highs, and the duration of these events extending significantly. This trend aligns eerily with Baba Vanga's predictions, painting a daunting picture of what may still lie ahead. Adding to the urgency of her warnings, the World Meteorological Organization has indicated a high likelihood that 2024 will be marked by record-breaking heat. In a particularly alarming prediction, Baba Vanga foresaw an orbital change that could trigger a series of devastating natural disasters across the globe. These insights compel us to reflect on our environmental strategies and the profound implications of our planetary stewardship. Looking beyond 2024, Baba Vanga's visions stretch far into humanity's future, predicting transformations in the global order and technological advances that defy current understanding. She anticipated Europe falling under Islamic leadership by 2043, the resurgence of communism by 2076, and the resolution of the world hunger crisis between 2025 and 2028. Perhaps most intriguingly, she envisioned that by 2304, humans would achieve time travel, though this would lead to man-made natural disasters in 2341 that could render Earth uninhabitable. Despite the dire nature of many of her prophecies, Baba Vanga's visions also offer a glimpse into a future where humanity achieves remarkable advancements. She foresaw a time when humans would attain immortality, assimilate with aliens, and even establish communication with God, culminating in the world's final chapter in the year 5079. In the end, Baba Vanga's prophecies serve as both a warning and a guide, urging humanity to heed her visions while reminding us of the power and mystery of the unknown. As we continue to unravel the threads of her predictions, we are left to wonder, what else does the future hold, and how prepared are we to face it? Thanks for joining us on this journey through Baba Vanga's mysterious predictions. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more fascinating content, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.